Hello and welcome to the MCQ class. So today's lecture will be probably catering to the need of MCQs for international economics, and I'm looking at MCQs from chapter 2. Yeah, so let's get started. So the first question, this first question is from the previous chapter, which is chapter 1. There's one question which I missed in the previous lecture, so I'll cover that up and then we'll move to the second chapter questions. So the first question is, which concept was given by Jacob Weiner to correct net barter terms of trade? Yeah, so he gave, so we have options. Which concept was given by Jacob Weiner to correct the net barter terms of trade? And the options are income terms of trade, single factorial terms of trade, gross barter, and none of the above. So if you know what Jacob Weiner has given, which concept he has given, the answer is single factorial terms of trade. Yeah, so this is the answer. Let us move to the second question, which is, what do you mean by protectionist policy, or what is protectionist policy, or protectionist policy is dash? This kind of question might reflect in the paper. So it is a policy which promotes imports, it is a policy which promotes security, it is a policy which restricts imports, and none of the above. So protectionism, the word itself, if you know the meaning of what protectionism or to protect means, that means to restrict imports. Whatever is coming into your economy, you have to restrict that, and you have to make sure that you do more of exports. Yeah, so restricting imports is the correct answer. Let us now move to the third question. Again, there's always an argument with respect to free trade and protectionism. So next question is related to free trade. So question is, free trade does what? Question mark. Or free trade does dash. Yeah, so free trade, what it does, it harms domestic players, yeah, or it promotes corruption, or it promotes quality goods and services, or none of the above. So obviously when there is free trade, anybody from anywhere in the world can trade and probably exchange commodities, and the consumers will end up buying quality goods and services. Therefore free trade always promotes quality goods and services. Yeah, so this is the answer. Let us now move to the next question, which is, which treaty was signed to create the European Union in 1993? Yeah, I'll get back to you on what are the different types of markets. Yeah, common union, then things like that. But let us now just look at these MCQs. Yeah, so which treaty was signed to create European Union in 1993? So it is Treaty of Bombay, the first option. The second is Treaty of Rome. The third is Treaty of Maastricht. And fourth is the Treaty of UK. So the answer here is, this is a very factual thing, you have to remember this, there's no other option. You can probably remember this you have to mug it up, probably that can be the better thing, or you should have some logic. Yeah, some logic. So Treaty of Maastricht is the answer for this question. Okay, which treaty was signed to create European Union in 1993? is Treaty of Maastricht. Or the question can be other way around, the Treaty of Maastricht in 1993 was signed, which led to the creation of what? So the answer is European Union. So either ways they can ask you the question. Yeah. The next question is, Eurozone crisis was triggered due to what? It was triggered due to consumption, it was triggered due to sovereign debt, it was triggered due to immigration, it was triggered due to political instability. So if at all you have seen what Eurozone crisis particularly relates to or boils down to, it was because of the sovereign debt. Yeah, so the answer is sovereign debt. The next question is, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, was established in which year? Yeah, this is a again factual question. 1945, 1967, 1995 and 2010. So obviously 2010 cannot be the answer. So if at all you start thinking in that direction, and when you start eliminating some options, it is really easy for you to probably guess the correct answer. But still the answer here is B, 1967. Yeah, 1967 is the answer. And the last MCQ for today's lecture is, who is not a member of Association of Southeast Asian Nation? This is a very difficult type of question, because you have to remember all the members of ASEAN to eliminate who is not a member. Yeah, who is not a member. Other way around, the question can be who is a member of ASEAN. So there are two ways in which this question can be asked. But let us now look at who is not a member of ASEAN, and the answers and the option for this is Thailand, USA, Singapore and Malaysia. Yeah, these are the options. And if at all you just give it a thought, if you know a little bit of geography, yeah, you can see that these are Southeast Asian nations. Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia. So the only option which is vague to us is the United States of America, and you can eliminate all the three things and you can guess the correct answer, which is the United States of America. So these was some of the MCQs which I thought I would give it to you. In the later part of the MCQ series, I will also deal with different types of areas or agreements and things like that: preferential trade area, free trade agreements, then common market and things like that. Thank you so much.